Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Elemental Storm here, and we're doing something I haven't done in a while, top 5 reasons to play. I know I've been off the grid a little bit with my top 5 reasons. I've just been mostly putting the streams up. It's just been a very busy end of the year, especially with moving on to Beam and everything like that and such. But I would like to come back and start getting some top 5 videos out to you guys again. And what today I'd like to talk about is the game called Ark. Now, Ark is it's kind of an early access, still beta style game. It's not officially released until February. It has now come out on the PS4. It's out on PC. It's out on Xbox One. And as of last month, I think it was, or the month before, they released it on PS... No, it was last month. As of last month, they released it on the PS4. It's had a little bit of a bumpy ride in the beginning and stuff. There's been some issues with getting to the servers, things like that. But it is starting to work itself out, and it's becoming a really, really awesome and addicting game. So I'd like to get into the top 5 reasons of why I love Ark and why it's actually become a big thing on my Beam stream, which you can find all that information, by the way, down below. Come on over to the stream sometime. Come say hello. And let's get into it. So let's start with number 1. So, number 1 is going to be the building. I love the aspect of the building. You can just do some crazy things with it, from literally building on top of dinosaurs to building your own structures like castles, towers, fortifications, all kinds of cool things. It's just really fun to let your imagination just kind of go wild and build. Like I've always said that this game is the adult Minecraft, and if anything, it really is. It just allows you to build, like, you don't dig underground or anything like that, but you can build all kinds of stuff on top of the ground. You can build underwater. Soon enough, we're gonna actually even have underwater bases coming, which is going to be amazing. There's just all kinds of very, very cool things to do. And then, depending on the tech and the level, you can get all the way up to, like, building metal structures, to stone structures, to all kinds of different things. So, yeah, so building definitely falls under number 1. All right, let's get into number 2. And we're going into the taming. Now, the taming aspect is really cool. You can pretty much tame almost every creature in the game. Almost every creature. There's a few select ones that cannot be tamed. And there's new creatures coming in as of later on and stuff like that. They actually just announced horses, I believe, are coming in later on at some point. So that's going to be pretty interesting. But the taming is a lot of fun, because also for the factor that each of the dinosaurs or the creatures and whatnot, I say creatures because there's other things too, like in Scorched Earth, you have some stuff that definitely do not resemble a dinosaur. But you have, like in this case right now, we have a trike that is pretty much, use it as kind of like a caravan. You can put all kinds of stuff inside of it, and then you can go pick up materials and things like that. Not to mention some certain ones, especially the trike. Also, if you go to like any of the bushes and stuff, you can get mounds and mounds of berries using the trike. It's much faster and everything. Then you have other dinosaurs that can break down stone. You have other dinosaurs that, like if you get a beaver, you can destroy pretty much an entire forest and get all kinds of wood. There's just all kinds. And then, of course, you have your straight out attacking dinosaurs, your fast dinosaurs for riding around, your flying dinosaurs. So taming is a huge, huge thing. And not to mention, you get kind of attached. And I'm going to say rip Rune, my RG. He was a great flyer, but unfortunately he did get killed by stupid wolves. So that's all right. I tamed the wolves after, and I made them mine. But anyway, so yeah, you get attached to your animals, and that's the very cool thing too. As you can see, I even have a dragon on our private server and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. All right, let's get into the next thing. Combat. Combat is a lot of fun in 2 ways. You have your animal combat, when you're riding on top of yours. So in this case, I'm on my dragon. A couple of the other guys that are with me, some of the other Storm Knights, we found another dragon. We started fighting and stuff. So we're all circling it, having like a dog fight in the air and stuff like that. It's very, very cool. There's other types of combat. You can be on the ground with like a spear or with sword and shield, stuff like that. Then you even have like underwater combat. If you make the required things, you can actually like get a giant shark and swim underwater and attack underwater and stuff like that, and it's just really, really cool in that case. Combat's a lot of fun too. The thing about combat, especially if you die, though, you have to go back, get your body, get your stuff and things, which gives it the challenge. It is a survival game, so you do have a pretty decent challenge going on and such like that. There's a little bit of lag over here because we had a big building built next to us and stuff. So on the PS4, it still handles the lag a little bit, but it's getting better as it goes on. So like I said, it is still beta. It's not officially out till February. So just in case you see this and you're like, oh man, that's a lot of lag. It's really not, depending on what places you are and stuff like that. It actually handles really well. This is just It's not a PS4 Pro. This is normal PS4, and it really handles well. So. And if you have a friend that has another PS4, they can set up a private server and stuff, and you can go from there. Or you have your option of going in single player if you'd like to. If you like to do your own thing and not really worry about anybody, you can do that and then just have dinosaurs as your friends running around and hunting with you and stuff. Or you can even do a non-dedicated server where you have just a little island that they give you, and everybody can go play on that island together and stuff. Now, I think there's a situation though where some people can only go so far as the host itself, but I haven't tested that out myself. But anyway, back to the combat itself. The combat's a lot of fun, so I highly recommend it. It's also really cool. It's really scary at night too when you're walking around. All of a sudden, you're getting attacked by something, and you have to defend yourself and things. So, yeah, definitely really cool. Now, beyond the single player, what I want to get into for number 4 is playing with friends. The single player is definitely a lot of fun if you like to just do your own thing once in a while and you don't want to deal with anybody per se. Because that's the other thing about all the open servers is if you're doing PvE or you're doing PvP, you deal with either people coming attack you or people building places. And like right now, there's some specific islands that have a lot of dinosaurs, but people are going over and building on it and stopping the spawns. So that's kind of a thing. I have to give the goods and the negatives on this too, and that is definitely kind of a negative aspect of it. That when you play on just a regular open server, you do have people taking areas over like crazy, lagging the server down and stuff like that. And then PvP, of course, people just come attack, destroy things that you make. But of course, if you're going into a PvP server, that's what you're getting into. But beyond that, playing with your friends is a lot of fun. We have the Storm Knights here. We have our own private server, which is really cool. We're actually playing on Scorched Earth, which is more of a apocalyptic looking place, which is has a lot of ruins and things like that. It has a lot of places to explore. It's really cool. We do some role playing and stuff as well. But that's the kind of stuff that you can do with your friends, or you can just go in and you build one big structure for everybody, and then you go out and you explore together, or you make up your own stuff. You just use one big base, and then everybody just contributes to that. Then you get your dinosaurs of choice and things, and you can do all kinds of cool stuff. Not to mention, especially like when you play with your friends, you can set up like I said, we're doing the Scorched Earth, so we're making it kind of a Mad Max. We're gonna have a Thunderdome and stuff. So it's definitely a lot of fun. All right, so that's number 4. Let's get into my last reason why I love Ark. This is number 5, flying. I love the aspect of flying in this game. For one, you can explore like crazy. For 2, it just looks beautiful when you rise up into the air and you just look down at all the land under you, or where you're going, and like places that you've seen the distance. But when you get to your first flying mount, when you get that first Petrodon, or you get your first RG, or even your first Dragon, you take up to the sky, and it's just amazing. Just the amount you can see, and the amount of land is just crazy, especially on the in general, like the amount of stuff that they have on these arcs. It's just really cool. And later we're getting, I think they said we're getting a randomly generated one, so that's going to be really cool. Like you'll never know what's going to be on each one, which is going to be awesome. And then not to mention you can drop into first-person perspective, which I love using first-person perspective when I'm flying. It just shows everything around me and whatnot, and it just looks incredible. So that right there is my top 5 reasons for playing Ark. So hope you enjoyed. I hope you get a chance to check it out yourself. Right now, the whole game is about, it's different when it comes to Europe and America. Right now, for America, you get the whole bundle. I think it's like $50. But you get the Scorched Earth included, and any other additions they're going to add on, I believe later on, you get them for free. And then in Europe, I think you can get them in pieces. So you can get like the main place, which is called the island, then you can buy Scorched Earth by itself. But I highly recommend trying it out, especially if you have some friends that you want to go play this together with, or if you find a streamer that's playing this and you really want to get involved with it and stuff like that, you want to come join the Storm Knights. We use our Discord a lot, so we are always chatting and playing and stuff and role playing and things like that, so it's a lot of fun. But that is my top 5 reasons. I'm glad to be back and making this video again. I missed you guys. And beyond that, come by the Beam stream and come see everything that's going on. I'll talk to you later, and as always, huzzah!